friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? After the intense energies of the conjunction yesterday, cooling down today, we are feeling much better, much lighter today. And now we are entering the holiday season. Yay! Wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very happy and prosperous New Year. I would like to thank all of you who has been a part of my journey on my YouTube channel. All my viewers and subscribers, I am deeply in gratitude for supporting me in my journey. This will be my last reading for this year 2020. It has sure been an eventful year, right? My next reading now will be about the year 2021, which I will post very soon. In this reading, we will talk about the energies of Christmas, Mars moving into Aries, and the full moon that will be on 30th. As I had said in my previous video, the sun has moved into Sagittarius on 15th, just after the eclipse. Mercury has also moved into Sagittarius on 16th. Mercury is combust because the sun is there. It is very close to the sun. It's usually combust. So that results in overthinking, overanalysis. But it also teaches us because sun is the soul. So Mercury will learn communication from the soul. It will clear its perceptions. It will clear its thoughts while being close to the sun. It will get divine guidance. Mars will move into Aries on 24th of December, one day before Christmas. Mars earlier was very immature and impulsive. That impulsive behavior and that immature behavior has been reined and lessons have been learned in Pisces while it was retrograde. So now Mars has more clarity. So when it will return to Aries, it will be much more mature and much more wise. The focus will be much clear and we will be ready to initiate new things in our life. But remember, Mars is the divine masculine or the masculine energy, and Aries also is a masculine sign. Though we may have gained clarity and confidence because of the journey in Pisces, we'll have to be very careful not to become overconfident or over aggressive or over egoistic, because Mars in Aries tends to do that. So be careful about that. But it is a very good time to work and destroy your inner negativity and clear all those overthinking patterns and negative thought processes that you have inside you, and keep a positive approach. Then on 25th we have the wonderful day of Christmas. We will be closing this year with a full moon in Gemini, which will happen on 30th. Gemini is the sign of twins, of love relationships, of partnerships. It is also the sign of duality. So a lot of emphasis will also be on understanding the dualities of our life and how they complement each other. We have to always remember, darkness is not a bad thing. It is a good thing, and it is as important as light. We can only see the moon and the stars in the darkness, right? We need night as much as we need day. So we have to understand these dualities of life and be clear about them. This full moon will help us understand these dualities in our life. So let us see what the tarots have to say for this energies. We will pull out one card for Mars, then we'll pull out one card for Christmas, and then we'll pull out one card for the full moon energy. We'll do that with all the cards. In the end, after doing the cards, I will also pull out numbers, alphabets, charms, zodiac signs, and the astro dice that I have to get more insights. So let's begin with the cards. What energies will Mars moving into Aries bring? What energies will Mars moving into Aries bring? We have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Wow. So as I said, the conjunction and these times, the next week, this whole 10 days is very important for being connected to divine. We will receive lot of guidance from Jupiter and Saturn, and they are going to guide you. Even Mars, when it moves into Aries, will bring a lot of wisdom with it, a lot of understanding and wisdom with it. And be open to all that guidance. Don't let fears and insecurities and other negative thoughts stop you from listening to your intuition and guidance. Pay attention to your intuition. You will receive the messages. Let us see what energy the Christmas will bring to us. What energy will we receive from Santa Claus at Christmas? I hope you liked my small decoration here for Christmas. We have leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So the universe is asking you to take the leap of faith. Where have you been scared, insecure, holding back? And you see we have a full moon here, which is going to be there in 5 days. The universe is asking you to take the leap of faith. Move forward fearlessly. The universe will catch you. It has your back. Don't be fearful. So let's see what messages we have for the full moon. Full moon in Gemini. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? This is the Tower card in the normal deck, similar to that, same energies. If you're clinging on to things, your material possessions or relationships that are toxic, but you need to let them go and move forward, or security, stability of your house, your other material possessions, the universe is asking you to let go of things. You know you have to let go of certain things. You know it for some time now. It is not something that has come suddenly. You knew for a long time that this needs to be done, but you are avoiding it. So now the universe is asking you to let it go and take that leap of faith. You will be guided divinely. So let us see what messages the unicorns are bringing to us for the movement of Mars in Aries. We have manifestation. Focus on a vision beyond yourself and your unicorn will help you. So we need to stop being selfish and just thinking of our own security and stability. We need to pay attention to the bigger picture. We need to see how we can be of use to the universe, to this world, how our energies can help others. And when we focus on service, the universe always will come to help you. Remember that. So let's see the energies Christmas will bring to us. We have intuition, second card for intuition. Listen to your inner wisdom. And I was just saying that you should listen to your inner wisdom. The universe speaks to you through your intuition. So trust and believe in what messages are coming to you through your intuition. And take that leap of faith. So let's see what energy is coming for the full moon. What energy is coming for the full moon? We have birth. Be receptive to a new idea, child, or situation. Wow. So something new is being born. When the old crumbles, then we make space for something new to be born. And that's what the universe is saying to us. Make space, let the old crumble and go. And make space for something new to enter your life. Something that is more suited to your needs and requirements. Something that is more suited to your future. Let the past remain in the past. So you need to close old cycles, let go of old toxic relationships that were making you unhappy, sad, unfulfilled, and make space for new people and new relationships, new situations in your life. So we'll pull out some sacred traveler cards and we'll see what energy it is giving us. So what energy will Mars moving into Aries bring? What energy will Mars moving into Aries bring? We have discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. So there may be some situation in your life that you were unaware of, you were in dark about, you couldn't see the truth or you couldn't understand the truth, or the truth was hidden from you, and now you will discover the truth, and it will be, someone may share the truth with you or you will find out the truth, whatever the situation. Emphasis on truth. You will realize the truth of a situation maybe. So let us see the energies for Christmas. You have passion and pleasure. So the holiday season is going to be fun. Savor your life. Yes, you need to enjoy your life. Savor the things you have. Keep your passion and pleasure alive. Don't get pulled into the mundane of life. Don't get entangled in the mundane and the nitty-gritties of life, work, and we become too serious and we just focus on money and material and fixing things, all the chores that are lined up. We are so absorbed in that we forget to savor our life, we forget to enjoy and have fun in our life. So make space for fun and pleasure in your life. What about the full moon energies? What are they bringing into our life? We have impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So if you have been stuck up in a situation which is not going anywhere, which has been giving you pain for some time, which is not fulfilling you in any way, whether it's a job, a business or a relationship, it is not taking you anywhere, it is not going anywhere, it is just causing a lot of heartache and pain to you, not fulfilling you in any way. There's an impasse there. You need to reflect and redirect the energy, change your course. Maybe it's not meant for you, that space, that person or that situation is not meant for you. I read something and I find that is true. Like when someone is not meant to be in your life, when God knows that this person is toxic and is not meant to be, they will make that person give you so much pain that you will let that situation go automatically. Let situations which are not serving you go, so that you can attract more fulfilling situations, more compatible situations in your life. So let us see what will these energies bring into our lives. In the tangible, what will these energies bring into our lives? We have the Devil, the Ace of Cups, and Strength. Wow, two major cards. So what I feel is that we have been stuck in the Devil energy for quite some time. With this impasse energy, I feel this is exactly what I was saying, that we have been stuck in toxic situations for quite some time, whether it's a job, a business, a relationship, which has been very toxic to us. It has been draining our energy, it has been very unfulfilling to us, it has been seeping our energy, our self-confidence, our self-worth. And such situations, they always drain you of everything. They just leave you very empty, with no love, no respect, no value. So if you are in a situation where people are not valuing you, not respecting your needs, desires, your wishes, they are not valuing you as a person, they are not valuing your love and generosity towards them, then you need to let that situation go. Let it go, so that make space for a new situation. There's an Ace of Cups here. So new love is coming to you. There is fulfilling love coming to you. Once you get out of this toxic energy, you will receive new love. When we let go of these toxic behaviors, it gives us a lot of self-confidence, inner strength and inner healing. And when we tame our base energies, when we tame our base desires, our lust, our addictions, when we can tame this, we gain inner strength, and then we are open to bringing new opportunities, new love. It could be love for some singles looking for love or relationships. It could also mean a new opportunity, a new collaboration, a new partnership in work, business, or a new job offer. But something new, an offer will come from the universe to you, don't worry. If you see, there's a lotus here. So you need to rise above the muck of life, or above the muck of these addictions and toxic behaviors, and rise up like the lotus. And then God will give you this fulfillment. Okay, what I'm also getting is, you may get a commitment to a situation where you were waiting for it. There may be illumination. See, there's a candle here and there's a star. So though there may have been a toxic situation in your life, there may have been healing that has happened, and wisdom is coming through with this candle light. And there may be a commitment, apology or commitment that may happen. Maybe this same person may change and come and apologize to you and bring this new love into your life. So let's see what will be eliminated from our lives. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Rods, and the Lovers. Wow, this is the Gemini card. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that somewhere in our lives, in any situation for you, you may have been moving very slowly, very cautiously, and wasting a lot of time on the nitty-gritties and small things which are not important in the bigger picture. Paying too much attention to the smaller picture and not looking at the bigger picture. You're wasting time, you're being insecure and fearful to move forward. So you have been taking like very small baby steps. You have not been, you're scared, you check your next step 10 times, then you take one half a step, then again you pause, you think 100 times, you check everything 100 times, and then you take the next small step. So you have been delaying and procrastinating and not moving forward in the speed you need to move, and you have just been focusing on your passion and the material world and lust and immediate fulfillments rather than looking at the bigger picture and long-term goals. And that has kept you stuck in duality in this situation. Now it is time to eliminate this duality. As I was saying while I spoke about the full moon in Gemini, it will eliminate this duality. This is the Gemini card, and we have the full moon in Gemini, and this is the Lovers card where you have a choice between two people. So you may have to make that choices. You will choose one person and you will eliminate the other in your life. So let us see how it will affect our relationships. Since Gemini is all about relationships, love and romance, and we got the Lovers card here. It could also mean it will end a relationship for you. A very significant relationship may end. So how will it affect our relationships? We have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So if you have been fearing to open your heart and love, you are always protecting it, like the Two of Swords card. You're always protecting your heart. You're always being very careful and very cautious in moving forward, not accepting your feelings, not openly revealing your feelings. So the time has come to reveal it and open your heart to love. It is safe for you to love is what the universe is saying. Honeymoon. We got this card in the previous reading also, which I did for the conjunction. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So some of you may come together with that Ace of Cups card. You may receive that apology and you may receive that Ace of Cups and you will go on the honeymoon. You have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So for some of you, the religion may have been a major obstacle in your life. Religion, religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs may have been a major obstacle in your life. Major guilt, shame maybe have been created by people or your religion regarding your relationship, and that's the reason you may have been stuck. But now the universe is telling you that it is safe for you to love. They have your back. The universe has told you, take the leap of faith and we will catch you. So you need to let go of these negative thoughts, beliefs and patterns and make that offer of love. So let's see what messages the angels want to give us. For Mars moving into Aries, what is the message? We have Indigo. The person you are inquiring about is an Indigo, meaning a highly sensitive natural born leader. So some of you may be asking about a person or have a person in mind, and the universe is saying that person is an Indigo child. They are highly sensitive and natural born leader. For Christmas we have clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. And we did get the Devil card, which is about toxic energy. So maybe you may have absorbed toxic energy from the people around you, from your past relationships, or through some addictions or eating habits or other situations in your life which are stressing you and making it toxic for you. Your job, your business, your work. Clear yourself of these energies. And we have the Twin Flame card. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. So some of you may be in twin flame relationships or in soulmate relationships, and the universe is telling you that this relationship you need to clear yourself, and the person you are asking about is an Indigo child. So let us see what messages the universe wants to give us, what divine guidance the universe wants to give us, divine guidance wants to come to us. For Mars in Aries, we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn, and we will enter the Capricorn season. Oh, we have already entered the Capricorn season today. So your hard work is paying off. Remember that. You may have been working hard on a situation or a relationship or a job or a business for quite some time. Payback time. For Christmas, we have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Libra is all about relationships. So I guess the scales will be balanced. There will be a balance and justice will be done to you in the relationship. A win-win outcome is forecast. So let us see for the full moon. We have a new romantic cycle begins, and we got this card even previously. New moon in Libra, and it's come right about the twin flame. So some of your relationships may go to the next level. You may find your twin flame, or you may realize someone is your twin flame. You may meet someone new who will be your real twin flame, and a new romantic cycle will begin. So let us get some more messages from the universe. We have everyone is doing their best. Let us read it. There are really only two types of people, those you now love and those you will love. Until there is only one type of person, and then we'll probably hit replay. That's the game of life. Everyone is doing their best. So just be kind and compassionate towards everyone. Let's get a message for Christmas. It's not as if you need anyone. For as long as you wish to keep them in your life, whoever they may be, understanding them as opposed to changing them will wildly improve the chances that they'll wish to keep you in their life. So the universe is saying that we don't need anyone. We just keep them in our life out of choice. Don't make relationships out of need. Make them out of love. We have forgive. Of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. So the universe is asking you to forgive the people in your life that have hurt you, been unfair to you, not been honest with you, have been hurting you, have been causing you pain, angst, anger. You don't need them, but then if you forgive them, you can still have them in your life. Because we need to understand that everyone is doing their best. As much as they know, as much as their circumstances are allowing, they are doing their best. So now let's pull out some blessings to see what blessings will come to us with Mars in Aries. We have a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Maybe there's a situation in your life where you have to fight a battle that cannot be avoided. Sometimes there are things that we need to do. We know our family and our friends and the people around us will not like it. They will oppose it because it is something that we feel is right, but it's going against the need of society or the standards the society has made or the beliefs of the people around us. But we still have to fight that battle because so that we can be true to ourselves, we can be authentic to ourselves. So we need to stand up for ourselves. And when we stand up for ourselves, there's always a battle that we cannot avoid, but we have to fight it. And you're receiving a blessing for that battle. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. So the universe is giving you blessing for your senses, the 5 senses. Use them more. Look how beautiful the flowers are on our head. So are you using all your 5 senses, or are you just so focused on work that you're not seeing the beauty around you, you're not smelling the flowers around you, you're not feeling the essence of the universe around you, you're not loving, you're not eating well, you're not taking care of your body, you're not enjoying love and closeness and intimacy with people. If you're not doing that, then you are missing it out on life basically, because that is the main essence of your life, right? God has given you the 5 senses to enjoy them. So if you're not using them, then you are wasting what the universe has given you. God has given you something, enjoy it. Which doesn't mean to say that I'm saying you should indulge in your senses. No, you have to do it with detachment, with appreciation, with gratitude, not as an addiction, not as a need, but as respect and gratitude towards the universe. So enjoy your senses. You should indulge yourself. Sometimes you should pamper yourself. That is part of self-love. A blessing for good men and fathers. Oh, how much do we need it? So you are being blessed with a blessing for good men and fathers. So maybe you have the Ace of Cups, so the right person will come into your life finally. someone who will value you, someone who will respect you, someone who will love you like you want to be loved, someone who will love you just the way you love, deeply and unconditionally and wholeheartedly, who will be present for you in your good, bad and ugly, who will be present for you in your time of need, who will support you, who will encourage you, who will help you grow, who will be there for you and contribute in your life. So we have received wonderful cards. Let us see now how these charms work out. So let me pull out some alphabets first to see what alphabets will be significant for the next few days. It could be the first name, last name, middle name of yours, your person or someone who will come into your life at that time. And we have A, we have N, O, E, C, D, and one more last, we'll remove S. Don't worry, I will put a photograph of these charms so that you can see them clearly. Let's pull out some numbers. They could be your birth date, their birthday, birth total, life path number, or some significant date in the near future. We have 2, so it could be 2nd Jan. We have 11. We have 3. We have 16. We have 0. Could be 20, 30. We have 6. And we have 9. Let's pull out some zodiac signs to see which zodiac signs will be important for us during the next few days. We have Gemini and we have the full moon in Gemini. Wow. We have Cancer. That is the next sign of Gemini. And we have Sagittarius. They could be your signs or someone who, your person who will be of this sign. So let us pull out some qualities that we need to build during the next few days to get over the difficult times. What qualities we need to imbibe and bring within us. What are the qualities we need to bring within us? We have classy. So we need to dress up classy or be classy. That is what the universe is asking us. We have vision. So have a very clear vision. Be clear where you want to go, with whom you want to go, how you want to go. Be clear in your vision and the universe will support it. And we have style. So bring more style in yourself, in the way you talk, in the way you dress, in the way you speak. Bring more class, be more classy, bring more style and have a very clear vision to move forward. Now let's pull out some charms. So we have a cookie here. So something sweetness is coming into your life. Some sweetness, someone will bring sweetness into your life. And we have a small rainbow with a heart. How pretty is that? So your heart is going to bloom with a rainbow. Your heart will radiate rainbow and multiple colors. So it is more about your heart will open up to love, as we got in that cards, that open your heart to love. So you will open your heart to love. Let love flow throughout your heart. We got another heart charm with angel wings. So your heart is protected by the angels, and that is what we got in the cards also. Take the leap of faith, you are protected. So the angels are protecting your heart. Don't worry, it won't be broken. And then we have the star. So this is like the star card. So a lot of healing has been done. There is destiny taking you in a direction, and trust your fate and move in the direction that you are guided to. Then you have a key. You will receive an insight or an epiphany that will open the door to a new direction. You may receive an opportunity. A key will be presented to you. You will receive the key to the truth or to a door, to an opportunity. A new door will open for you. It could be in any situation, in relationships, or key to a heart. So someone will open your heart, or you will open someone's heart, or a new job can come forward. A new door will open for you in a job, a business, or opportunity. Then we have the leaf here. Leaf is about, again, new growth, new developments, about nourishment. The leaves create the food that the plant gets through its chlorophyll and sunlight. So you may receive nourishment and love from someone, and nurturing from someone. It could also mean time wise, it could be spring when new leaves are born. Then we have an elephant here. So for me, elephant is about the tribe. You may find your tribe. You may find people who will support you. Elephants always move in groups, so they may support you. Or it could also talk about someone who is slow moving, who is tall and hefty, who is very wise. The elephant is a wise animal. Wow, we also got Ganesha, and we got the elephant here. So somewhere I feel Lord Ganesha is blessing you. He is removing the obstacles from your path. Pray to Lord Ganesha so that he may remove all the blocks and obstacles from your path. He is called Vignaharta, the remover of obstacles. So pray to him and he will always bless you. You are being blessed by Ganesha. And we got the dolphin. So we had got this in a previous reading also. Dolphin is all about playfulness, about fun, frolic, being light-hearted, being fun and frolic. So take time to be light-hearted, and we got the senses card here. Pay attention to how much fun you're having, how much light-hearted you are. Are you becoming too serious? Seriousness is a disease. So are you spontaneous? Are you light-hearted? Are you being playful and fun? If not, bring that into your life. And we have two lightning bolts here. So this is like the tower moment, the crumbling. We got the card of crumbling. So what are you holding on to? So there may be one or more situations maybe where you will see a tower moment, or either it may be outside or it may be within your heart also. Something inside your heart or inside your emotions or your beliefs may get shattered. Some belief that you were holding on to may get broken completely, will get completely destroyed, and you will realize the uselessness or futility of that belief, and you will change. You will get a new insight and new wisdom about it. Then you have the heart charm as well. So yes, love is coming into your life. We got the Ace of Cups, we got honeymoon, so definitely love is coming. And again we got the lotus, which we had got in a previous reading as well. It is about the crown chakra, about rising, about we saw in that card as well, the lotus was present and I did mention it. So we need to rise above the toxicities of the situations and people around us, toxicity of our lives, of our own habits, of our own beliefs and patterns, and rise above it. Connect to the universe, believe in our intuition, allow the universe to guide us. Now let us pull out some dice and see what more guidance is coming for us. Wow, we got an elephant again. So something significant about elephant is coming. So it could also, elephants also mean royalty, because we have a very royal elephant here with a very designer thing on his back. So elephants are also about royalty, about youth, growths, about matriarchal society. That also is not coming to me with the elephant. And we got the lips. So, and we also got the card of truth. So someone will be speaking the truth, maybe you or someone else may be speaking the truth. There will be a lot of verbal duel. There will be maybe a fight that you battle you cannot avoid. So you will have to speak your truth, rising up. It can also mean about someone wanting to kiss you. Yeah, that is also possible. Lips are what kisses, right? Okay. So we have a cooking vessel here, and there's a stirrer inside. So something is being cooked in the pot. Something is brewing, something is cooking. It could also mean about nourishing. Someone is cooking a meal for you. Someone is nurturing you, nourishing you, and something nice may come into your life. So if maybe something is not visible to you, but it is being cooked in the back, and you will receive the dish very soon. And we have satellites. It could be that someone may connect with you through social media, or you may receive messages from someone who lives far away or who's at a distance, who's not in communication with you. You may receive some communication from someone. So we have a drill. So it is possible that there may be someone in your life who doesn't understand things as easily as you do. So you may have to drill it into them. Is what I'm getting from this. If you understand anything else, you can surely take your own meanings, and do mention in the comments what you picked up from these, because you do them intuitively. If you are getting any other message, I would love to hear your interpretation of these in the comments. Do write. This is what I'm getting. Sometimes you have to drill some things deep inside, or it takes time to drill a hole, or sometimes you need to drill a hole. To hang a picture, you need to drill a hole in the wall and put a nail inside. So for beauty outside, the wall has to take the pain, you have to drill it. So be ready to drill a hole. Okay people, these are the messages for today. I hope you liked them. I hope they resonated with you. If they did, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear your comments in the comment box below. Thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you so much. Take care, and wish you all once again a very happy new year. Bye bye.